means we need to go faster to catch them up. So we need a very good balance in the truck. Weight balance is the key. So please fill up the truck, right, left, find your own space. And we're going for a very big lap, some very high G forces through the lap. So hold on yourselves. Yeah, we're going full attack on Miami racetrack. It's free practice day. It's very, very important to nail it. I ordered to put the soft tires, 18 soft slicks in the truck to go quickly. And when we go to the straight, it's very important to go low, everyone, so the DRS is open and we can have maximum speed on the straights. Told you that we're going to be very big G's.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Leandro, I'm also from Brazil. I used to be a Formula 3 driver. Welcome, please enjoy. We are now in the main straight. The starting grid was over there. Gianfranco, tell us a little bit about the starting procedure. What do you think about that? It's exciting?
Well, the starting procedure, after all the cars are warm up, they did the warm up laps, everybody's grid out. Then we have the 5 red lights. And if any of you actually watch any Grand Prix, you notice that the lights are off and then the cars stop in and they are flashing red, and then they start one by one lighting up, and there are 5 solid red lights, and anywhere from 0 to 2.5 seconds those red lights will turn off, which means the track is green, and that's where all the action starts. And remind everybody that DRS is not enabled on the first lap.
Yeah, the main straight is a DRS zone. It's the first of 3 DRS zones we have here in Miami. Right after this section we have the second DRS zone, and at the end of the circuit a third DRS zone.
This section is very tricky. You start with turn 1 very tight as you saw, but then turn 2, turn 3 they open wide, and you can go really, really on attack here. Very, very fast area over here. You will see the next sector is different. And this is a street circuit, but now they're getting very creative with street circuits. When we think about street circuit, we think Monaco, between buildings, between houses. This is a completely different venue. This is I would say parking lot circuit. It's the parking lot of the Hard Rock Stadium. So it's amazing what they do every year, but it's a circuit between walls that is not racing every time of the year.
So just because you mentioned it's a parking lot circuit, let's talk about this asphalt. Because it was a parking lot, but 74 tons of asphalt later, you have the most smooth pavement in entire Florida.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. It's new pavement. When we saw already in practice 1, how important is the track evolution. So the track, it's very green. What does that mean? You have no grip basically, because nobody's using this tarmac until this weekend. Then you start to rub it in. Some rubbers start to go into the tarmac. You start to have much more grip. Then the lap times start to drop. You have raced a lot. So how does it feel to have track evolution in the car?
Yeah, it's actually really tricky because the track is changing all the time. You keep going faster. So to set up the car and to find the limits, it's a really difficult job. But the drivers has to do it as fast as possible and keep learning, keep pushing and improve the setup, so they can get a really good car for qualifying and also for the race. It's really hot here, so tire management will be an issue probably. We saw Ferrari going really fast last year and even last race. Charles was on pole last year here, but the pace of the race wasn't so good. I can see a Checo fan right over there. Any Ferrari fans? No? Ferrari fans. Hopefully they can get better this year. They have the pace for qualifying. Let's see if they find the pace for the race.
It's very interesting because Ferrari bring a lot of upgrades to this racetrack. They didn't put so many on Baku, but they put them here. And apparently on the free practice at the end it was looking quite solid, but it's always a question mark on Fridays because they might go with low fuel, with high fuel. They have different programs running up, difficult to compare them, but always very exciting.
Alright, so let's make some technical question, a little quiz for you guys. Who knows what the drivers require to be able to enable DRS?
Within 1 second.
She was fast.
Woo! Yeah, I got it.
we got a winner here. The driver behind needs to be within the 1 second gap from the car ahead.
But what about practices and qualifying?
Wait.
They can open DRS every time
every time they do, yeah.
Practice and qualifying, you can use it. wherever you're in the zone. When it's race, it's 1 second for sure.
Now, a Miami question for everybody. How many DRS zones do we have in Miami?
3.
That's not 5. 3 is the correct answer.
So basically, the DRS is the drag reduction system. You open the rear wing to lower the drag of the car and have higher speeds on the straight line, helping you to overtake. So it's very exciting to see. Even using the DRS, it's not easy to overtake. The walls are really close, and this is a very good overtaking opportunity here on the brakes. Slam on the brakes, left-hander. It's the slowest corner of all the circuit. You want to attack the curve, we already see some marks, but don't go too aggressive because you will unsettle the car very easy over there.
I think the most tricky one is turn 14 and 15.
Yeah, the series part.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right hand, very low.
Yeah.
You see this beach flow on the right side is fantastic.
Do they have
And
water?
now- What?
They have water, right? The
Yeah,
yacht
it's a
club.
pool over there. So look how close the walls are coming to us here in this section of the circuit. They're super close. You cannot see in TV how close they are. You have no space for overtake, no space for mistake. So left hand are coming up. There are elevation changes. These elevation changes, you don't see them on TV. You see them when you're here. Look.
Oh, I like this one.
How you're coming up and how he's driving a truck when you're coming up and down.
Nice
Jacksonville.
little.
This is the most challenging corner,
I like this
corner of the whole circuit.
This one is really
Where
good.
are the driver eyes? Turning left and right here. How many drivers gonna cut to the green?
Everyone.
So the truck cannot make it happen.
Oh, we have track limits.
Yeah, we are now off track limits because we don't
We
want to
got
get stuck.
penalty.
And the truck driver have to pay a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, indeed.
But that's a really tricky part of the circuit
Yeah, it
and
is.
really important one as well because we just passed through a DRS zone and now we are heading to another huge straight.
That's
You can
straight
have a
line.
look over there.
And what I like to say here is how difficult it is to be quick on the exit. Look the wall, it's just
Yeah,
you
that
want to
has-
accelerate, use all the space, but if you use a little bit more, you finish on the wall. We already see some moments of track and ball. Sadly, Nico Hulkenberg, he was looking very quick until the wall catch him.
Yeah, that's a big problem because you want to carry as much speed as you want, have a good exit for the straight, but also if you push too hard, the wall is right there, so you can get a damage and maybe lose a precious time from practice or even from qualifying. So
If everybody wants to know how close you need to be for DRS, look behind the truck. This is DRS enabled.
But no overtake right now. It's not fast enough.
The good thing is the truck is a little bit wider than the Formula 1, so we're covering all the straight. So you can see how narrow is the straight. The walls are really close. Even if it's a straight line, you can be having DRS. Not moving too much, and you can go through. Very long straight. DRS is very important, but the biggest feature of the Formula 1 is not the speed they reach. They reach about 200 miles per hour, 340 kilometers per hour. But the braking. The braking is just amazing. We both have raced Formula 1 prototypes, big braking force. Just to give you an idea, if you brake in a street car, let's say Toyota Camry, they sell a lot in USA, you can achieve 1.1 G when your head is going to the dashboard emergency braking. Okay, you have money to buy a Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, McLaren. The best car you can have for the track. You go full on the brakes, you can achieve 2 Gs. Formula 1's achieve 5
Wow.
Gs. So how does it feel to brake in a race car?
Can everybody imagine how would be your soul separating for your body? That's 5 Gs in the corner will mean. So your body goes that way, but your soul keeps going straight. So it makes it's funny that way, but like the blood goes more to one side of your body than the other. Some people that are not used to those forces get lightheaded. That's why race car drivers have like an intense training, like a diet and everything. Like they have to be in 110% of beautiful shape. It's the forces. People are like, oh, a race car driver needs to do all the work. Yes, it's not like getting in the car and going to the pharmacy, going to the grocery store. It's like, it's hot, you get up to 160 degrees inside of a car. The G-forces, the responsibility of bringing $1 million car back in intact. There is a lot in the driver's mind going for, before they make the decision of going in for a gap, going in for a pass. It's a lot that can go wrong. And you gotta think there's 22 drivers in Formula 1 fighting for the same thing. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win points. So every position that you move ahead, quicker. So it's more physical, it's more commanding, it's more everything.
And also it's really good to have a good shape, to not lose mentally during the race, to keep focus. If you start to feel tired, your concentration goes to zero, and then it's easy to make a mistake or lose on the strategy.
But the good thing is our driver was in perfect shape and we did a very good lap to the Miami series. Thank you very much. Thank you, my Brazilian colleagues. Thank you to join us and keep enjoying the race weekend.